So, I am here to talk about continuation of the Week 6 NFL Sunday afternoon games, Part 2. This is early Sunday afternoon games. I'm going to do late Sunday afternoon games. So, I'm going to go and continue. So, let's talk about the first one we haven't done. The New England Patriots are 4-2 with a 25-19 win over New England Saints. Patriots have kind of squeaked by games, but we have won them, so that's always a good sign. The Patriots are 18-20. We're now 4-2 for the first. Are now pretty solid for the first time in forever. I mean, they've been good since when Drake May took over. Or was it Drake May was who was it with? Oh, was it Mac Jones? That they promised him with Bill Belichick, and they got rid of him. He's been showing why he was doing with the San Francisco A's. Still good, decent player. Drake May 18-26, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rattler had 20-26, 227 yards. So not too shabby right there. May went 9-28 rushing. They already have a rushing team. 10-31 for Kamara. Boot. 5 for 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. Olave 6 for 88. There's a field goal by B Group in the first quarter. Two of them. And then D-May, the pass is complete. He scored a touchdown in the extra point to Douglas for 8 yards. And then it says Drake May, 24-yard catch. The end, 30 yards in the first quarter. Okay, but touchdown. And then Taysom Hill, 1-yard touchdown rush. He's always like a running quarterback. They use him as like a running back or like a receiver at times. And touchdown 14-13. Beat up 30 Sayer field first 14-16. And there's an unnecessary roughness. Penalty. 20 yards. And it went and they did it to go for the 22-16 in the second. And then there was no really scoring in that second half. Field goal by each team. And they made it 25-19. In the second half. Really, the defense is really what stopped them. They win 25-19. Nice solid win for New England to win in the early window. A nice solid window. That was probably not worthy of a second window game. A 4-2 Eastern secondary game, but it was worthy of it. It was a good game though. It was a game for the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did not win pretty, but they win, but they won over the Cleveland Browns, 23-9. But Dylan Gabriel had 25, 29, 52, 29 for 52, 200 yards. And Rodgers 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did not really sometimes he swing the ball around me 300 yards back when he was with the Green Bay but he knows what he needs to win these football games. He knows what he needs to do. And he's even admitted to it. I know what to do. And they know what to do with his skill set now still. And he's not that maybe his strength isn't as what it used to be. Over his age and just he's been shown well. And Judkins, 12 for 36, they really limited. Harold Fan Jr., 8-7 for 81. DK Metcalf, 4 for 95 for the Steelers. Jay Warren, 11 for 52. And then, Then Boswell kicked 3 field goals in the first half. And then Ace Mates kicked a field goal at the end of the first half. And then finally, the second half, the offense for the Steelers were clicked. Rodgers with a short pass, not complete. Catch by Hayward for 2 yards. And the extra point was good. And then Smith kicked the 53-yard field goal. And then Rodgers scored a touchdown to the team kick for 2 thirds. And Boswell, the extra point was good. And Smith kicked a 32-yard field goal. And the Steelers should win the AFC North. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens injured, the Cleveland Browns with the new rookie quarterback in Dylan Gabriel, and you have Bengals with Jake Browning. Joe Burrow is coming back after in the beginning of December, but they might keep him out the rest of the season. They might bring him back. Who knows? So if they do bring him back, that's gonna be tough. But if they don't, I mean, well, I mean Pittsburgh should have 6 free wins in the division. They shouldn't they? Should have 6 free division wins. So. Ooh, that's gonna be going there. Indianapolis Colts at Pittsburgh Steelers. Green Bay Packers at Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. The Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a good one. Yeah, so. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers are proving why they're not a bad team though. Well, they're not a bad team though. And we have the Tennessee Titans in the first. They fall the Las Vegas Raiders 20-10. Tennessee. Neither of these teams are really that great though. The Titans. They fired their head coach. Fired their coach after 6 games this season. Which, I mean, with a new rookie quarterback struggling in a run pick, unlike not the best team, just trying to get in the first season ever in the NFL. You're trying to learn the skill gap, and maybe you're not maybe you're not on a top team in college. Maybe top players might go to top teams. In the NFL, that's not the case. So he's been struggling. And 26-38, 222 yards, a touchdown interception for Kilmore. Geno Smith with 17-23, 207 yards, a touchdown interception. He's been playing with his former coach. He got traded. The Seahawks traded him away to the Raiders. He wanted to play for his former coach, in Pete Carroll. When Pete Carroll came back, he ended up making it to the end of. He got let go by the Seahawks. He got let go by them, and then he's hoping to get either a head coaching job or some sort of coordinator job, and he didn't really get one. Or maybe he got a job as a coordinator, but he never accepted it. And then they ended up and then he got a job as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach. And I mean, he's not doing when you have a brand new roster kind of over time, it's gonna take time to have the roster maybe work the way you want it, or stuff like that. But I could see it. T. Pollard 10 for 34 only. Genty 23 carries for 75 yards. If you're the Raiders, you're gonna want to use Ashton Genty more. Really are. B. Jefferson 4 for 70. Tucker 5 for 70. And we had Spears 5 for 31. And then you have Mayers 5 for 50. J. Myers 4 for 39. So really, it's a tough. See a Kunkel 6 for 46. 3 for 27. So tough match. Then in the first half, mainly to the third late night one. Later in that game was all Las Vegas. Field goal in the first half by Daniel, the first score by Daniel Carlson. And then Geno Smith, short pass to Mayer for 4 yards. And then D. Carlson scored a 10-yard touchdown pass. Or a 4-yard touchdown. And then SJ 3-yard touchdown. And then Duke Wilson made it for 17-0. And it was a field goal by M. Wright in the third quarter. And then field goal by D. Carlson to make it 28-3. And then Cam Moore made a touchdown. 1-yard touchdown. Pass to Deemer Robinson. That made it 20-10. And that was it. It was just too late for Tennessee to be down 17 in the third quarter. In the middle of the third quarter. They're just going to come back. And Tennessee is really not that great, though. I mean, neither of the Raiders, but the Raiders have some promise in that one. So, really. And then the featured Sunday afternoon game. The NFL flexed in San Francisco at Tampa Bay. It was going to be the noon window. The noon Central, 1 Eastern game. It's going to be the early window game. It was going to be in the early window game. However, it ended up being the 4:25 Eastern game. With this one, Tampa Bay at San Francisco at Tampa Bay. This one, Mac Jones. He struggled in this one. We put the pressure on him in this one. 27 of 30 and 340 yards, 2 interceptions in this one. They really put the pressure on him in this one. You could see why, He didn't do so hot, but otherwise, Mac Jones could have done a little better. But, the Tampa Bay defense was all over him in this one, though. And Tampa Bay wins 30-19. Baker Mayfield with 73 through 2 touchdowns, really efficient. Right? White, 17 for 65 yards, 70 yards, 60 yards, a touchdown. Key Johnson, 4 for 64, touchdown. Key Moore, 5 for 142 yards. And then Christian McCaffrey, 17 carries for 54 yards. And then you had Rashad White. You had him, he was 17, and then you had Mayfield did really well in this one. And you could just see like the receiving. I mean, you had San Francisco, 650 for Tongas, McCaffrey 7 for 57, Robinson 2 for 44. And then you had Otton 5 for 51, Shepard 2 for 51, DeJohnson a 45-yard catch. Both teams did really solid football, except for Mac Jones. Mac Jones kind of did not so hot. I mean, he didn't do bad, but just the 2 receptions really hurt, though. Other than that, I mean, White 2-yard touchdown rush, the extra point, then Pinheiro with a 50-yard field goal in the first score. That was good. And then this McCaffrey to 9 with the extra point for Pinheiro, and that was to make it 10-7. And then Tucker with 9-yard touchdown rush, and that was make it 13-10, and then 14-10 the extra point. And then a field goal for Pinheiro, make it 13-14. Then Mayfield 20-13, and then 4-yard field goal for Pinheiro, we get 16. And then that third quarter, in that second half, struggling for that San Francisco. Pinheiro made a 20-yard field goal. And then Mayfield 4th-yard catch for T. Johnson. And then a light field goal ace. It was 8 points for the whole third quarter to then 155 in the third. That made 11 points. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the San Francisco 49ers in Tampa Bay, Florida, 30-19.